Are you ready?
Peeps, how's it going? And today the Pistons are taking on the Boston Celtics tonight in Boston. And I am not sure if I'm streaming the game tonight. I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm super tired. And I'm feeling the cold coming on. So hopefully that's not the case again, because I want to stream this game. But just in case, I have to make this as a backup plan. So if you're seeing this, there's probably an 85% chance I will not be streaming the game. I am sorry. I apologize. I want to, but if I can't give you guys the energy and excitement that only I can bring to a Pistons team right now, then I don't want to do anything below what I want to do. But anyway, we're not really talking pregame here today. We're doing a what if, because I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to see both sides of the spectrum and give you both my sides on trading Andre Drummond versus not trading Andre Drummond. Today we're talking about not trading Andre, because we have talked about trading Andre a lot in the last week or two. But what if the Pistons don't? Because reports from several sources, whether you want to call them credible or not, have stated that the Pistons just aren't getting first-round draft picks for Andre. Teams aren't willing to give up that much. Maybe if Dre was under contract for more than just this year guaranteed, maybe that's a different story, and I think it would be a different story. But I've just stated that teams are not willing to give up a lot for a guy who's not a superstar. No disrespect to Dre, and he could dip. But what if the Detroit Pistons don't make a deal? What if the Detroit Pistons keep Andre Drummond? Personally, I like Dre. I want to see him retire a Piston. I'm not sure if this is the case, but today it completely changes the script. Because you're talking, if you trade Andre, you're talking about trading some of the other players on the Pistons. If you keep Andre, it's telling me that you still think you can make the playoffs, which mathematically you can. Brooklyn, and I want to say at this point in time, it's either Orlando or Charlotte is the 8th seed, and they're both under 500, which is probably the saddest thing as a Pistons fan rooting for the playoffs that you can possibly get, because even if we make the playoffs, it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be a flashy record. But mathematically, there still is a chance. But it's telling me that this season, the Pistons are going to still compete. Because with all the young guys we have, you don't want to tank. Tanking does not work. You're not guaranteed a top 3 pick if you tank. You're not. It's a risk. You get a good opportunity and a good percentage to get that, but you're not guaranteed of it because of the lottery system. And you don't want people like Sekou or Jordan Bone or even Luke Kennard, who's been in the league, this is his 3rd year. You really don't want to establish your young core in the development process of losing. You want them to go out there and try to win games. And Andre Drummond certainly gives you an opportunity to win games. We talked the other night about the Pelicans game. Dre did not play good for the first 3 quarters. He didn't really have a good game. And in the 4th and overtime, I don't think he played at all in the 4th quarter. He definitely did not play at all in overtime. He gives you opportunities to get tip-ins, which we could play what if all day, which is what we're doing. But he gives you an opportunity to win. And it'd be good to kind of see what he does right and wrong for the young guys. Because Dwayne Casey has been very critical of this team. Listen to him. Dwayne Casey is trying to get out the selfishness. Maybe it's because Blake's not here. I don't know. But Dwayne Casey benched Andre for his selfishness and his pouting stuff. And Dwayne Casey's trying to get these young guys away from that, so that they'd be unselfish. For that way, when we are good again, and I respect it. I wish I would have seen that before I made the video, but it is what it is. But another thing for keeping Andre Drummond is all the cap space we would get in return. Now, Andre would make around, I want to say 28, 29, and some change, really close, if you want to round it up to 29. He'll just be under the $30 million mark if he does opt into his player option. I'm not sure when the deadline for that is, but it would be something you'd have to consider. That's a lot of money to turn down. But regardless, if he does not, I mean, you have him, Reggie Jackson. You finally stopped paying Josh Smith, Langston Galloway. All those contracts are expiring deals. You would have some pretty good pocket change to throw back into free agency, depending on what you can get in the draft. So, I mean, that is kind of what you would be doing if you kept Andre and not bring him back. However, if he does come back, if he does opt in, let's say it's that 30, just under the 30 million, you will have still good pocket change to spend, but not as much as he would if he opted out, which there's not too many free agents out there that are going to come in here and just blow us away. Obviously, priority number 2, outside of getting Andre or trading Andre or re-signing Andre, whatever you want to do, is bringing back Christian Wood, because this guy, he's got a bright future, and I like what he does for this team, and I like his potential. And if Dre opts in or out, we should have enough money to bring him back, so that would be good to see. But most importantly, I do like what I see from Drummond and Sekou out there. Eventually, even if you don't keep Andre, you are going to have to find a good big man to play with Sekou, because Sekou can do it all. He can do it all: shoot, drive to the bucket, post moves, play make. He's got the talent to do everything. I don't know what his sky limit is. It is very high, and I like the kid. But you will have to find him a good player to fit with him. Man, it's a tough decision on what to do with Dre, because I'm glad I'm not, like I've said it almost in probably 70% of the videos. I'm glad I'm not in the Pistons front office, man. This is just a tough position to be in, because you don't necessarily just want to let Dre walk. You want to get something in return. But if teams aren't willing to give you what you want or what you need for them, you probably shouldn't just trade him away for a bag of potato chips and call her good. Again, I want to keep Dre, and I hope that's the case. It just tells me if we do keep him that the Pistons aren't willing to do dumb moves. That this is a new regime, and that they are going to do what's in the best interest for them. So I'm waiting. I don't think the Pistons need to rush this decision. You have until February 6th if you are going to move them. So stay tuned. I mean, it could happen any day, and it might not happen. It might not happen, especially if teams aren't willing to give them what they want. I don't really have a problem either way. I'm a Pistons fan first, but I will be saddened the day Andre is not in the Pistons red, white, and blue. But leave it down in the comments, man. What would it mean if the Pistons kept Andre and did not trade him? Do you think that they could re-sign him? Do you think he'd opt into his player option? I mean, there's a whole list of what ifs. Just what could happen. It's endless possibilities at this point in time. But leave it down in the comments. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members in the description. Be sure to follow all of us, subscribe to us. Without further ado, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.